Hi, Viv going live from York. A day late, but I did warn you last week that I did an oils class in Brid yesterday and I didn't get home in time to go live even slightly late. So I'm sneaking on now, having not told anyone, which is a big no-no to do when you're doing lives, but hey, it doesn't matter. So I wrote a poem. As you all know, I'm a bit of a crazy poem writer. When I've got things going through my mind, I quite often get it down in poem or prose. And it got me thinking about why I was doing what I was doing. So I'm in quite a few Facebook groups, and it's really difficult when you're in groups to not sort of see what other people are posting and how often they're posting and what they're posting and blah 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 blah, and not compare like what you're doing and should I be doing that and blah 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 blah. And it got me thinking about why do I feel like that, and why do I hear other people who are sort of feeling like that as well, that they're getting a bit sort of drowned by social media and all the different, comparing photos to other people and stuff for people who are always on holiday. I mean, if you know me, you'll have seen that we went to Switzerland this year, but that's probably our first massive holiday, well, forever. We normally go to Centre Parks until the kids were in school. We used to do all the cheap Centre Parks holidays. So, you see people going on holiday and all their family snaps and stuff like that. But even stuff like how much people give advice, which I think is fantastic, because that's sort of what Facebook groups are for, is to help other people. But it got me thinking about why I get so hung up on that sometimes. And it made me start thinking, well, when we go to school, like from day one at school, you're compared to other people. You're told how you're compared to other people in the class. You're always scored on things, and that goes through your life from like the age of 4 until you stop being in education. It's always about comparisons. And even I remember my first job, we had a rating. I can't remember what it was, but there was a rating, and you got a pay increase based on your rating. And I can remember the first pay increase I got, I thought it was really unfair that I hadn't got what other people that I considered the same level as me had got. And actually, when I looked back, somebody actually did jig that, because they realised that it had been unfair to me as well. So we've got this sort of comparison thing going all the way through. And so it really got me thinking about, how can you sort of get over that, and can you switch the way that is thought about? So I just thought I'd do a sneaky live, because I didn't do one yesterday. And I just thought I'd read you this poem, because people seem to like my poems. So I thought I'd jump on, just sort of do that and give you this sneaky poem. So this is called Compare and Contrast. I hide behind you, but I didn't ask. I decided myself to compare and contrast. You're thinner than me, your hair is so wavy. You have so much drive, so much more than God gave me. Inside I roar and compete. Inside I reel, I scream and deplete. Scored on a scale, I compare my abilities. Against those I see, I compare my agilities. In my own secret race, sprinting with no pace maker, to keep me in check, to not stack my deck. Against myself, my only competitor, but I imagine comparison life editors. I hide behind others, but I didn't ask. I'm the one who decided to compare and contrast. Inside I hide and compete. Inside I'm raw and incomplete. Social media drowns me even when I don't look. Pervasive like disease, a comparison hook. Look at her, look at them, look at him, they're so together. They've done this, they've done that pictures like heaven. Inside I'm confused, inside I compete. Inside it's true, inside I repeat. She's thinner and fitter, they're funnier and prettier. I contrast and compare, it's not rational, it's not fair. Look at him, look at them, look at her, I'm so numb. My brain keeps on whirring, spewing out such vile thoughts. You're worthless, you're lazy. Compared to them, you're worth naught. I try to be strong, push those thoughts to the back. Then things pop up on my feed, and the gremlins spew black. She gets way more loves, people comment for her. You're a fraud and a fake. I'm nauseous and raw. I hide behind her, but I didn't ask. I allowed my inner voice to compare and contrast. This comparisonitis is consuming my soul, a whirlwind of broken mirrors and of media holes. Stop, stop, breathe and mind quiet. Stop, breathe, halt the riot. Breathe in the power, breathe in my soul. Stop the inner critic, stop and take hold. I'm raw and complete, my soul purely me. Look inward and soulward, be comparison free. I'll let you be you, for I didn't ask. I'll hold on to me, no compare nor contrast. So I just thought I'd share that because it got me thinking. I spent a lifetime being compared to other people, not just in my family, because I was the youngest of four, and you just do have those, I remember doing it with my kids even when I tried to stop it, oh, Zach did this at this age, and Indy did that at that age, and Zach was good at maths at this age, and Indy, so we do it even when we try not to. But then it's really difficult when you're being bombarded with social media to then not add that into the same comparison thing. So you've got it at school, you've got it in your job, you might have it in your family, and sometimes it just takes a lot of energy to stop and go, do you know what, I'm not going to do that. And that person didn't ask. And also that whole thing of, you don't know what's going on for someone else. So someone might have nicer hair than me, but they might want to be me because they might look at my life and go, well, she's obviously happily married and has got 2 kids and gets to do all that stuff. And I wouldn't want somebody to look at me and think, oh, she's better than me. That's not something I'd ever want someone to feel looking at my life. I want everyone to feel that they're empowered in their own lives. So I just thought I'd put that out there, and I thought I'd share the poem I'd written when I was feeling a bit down, having looked at it was in a specific group that I was comparing myself to what others were going through. And I suddenly thought, but that person doesn't want me to do that. That person would be horrified if they were thinking, oh, she's looking at me and thinking I'm better than her. What does that even mean? We're all different. I'm different to everybody else that I know. So I just thought I'd put that out there in case it helps anybody else. Okay, take care. Bye.